Alright guys, it's Joe here, and it's got a nice little match of domination on Cracked. And if you haven't noticed yet, this is actually Black Ops. And if you didn't realise that, I don't know what's wrong with you, maybe you're blind, or maybe you are not watching the video and just listening to this beautiful, beautiful voice that is mine. But anyway, away from that horrible introduction, I was only really playing Black Ops because Petulant Badger basically asked if I wanted to play some. And I was like, yeah, sure, bro. Let's hop on, play a couple of matches. When I played a few, I think he got annoyed. Crappy house. He has the world's worst internet. It's like, it's awful. Like a potato is better than it. Dial-up is better than it. So it's pretty shit. But yeah, I'm just playing that and Jack, and also some of Petulant Badger's subscribers, which is quite fun. He basically added a ton of them when he did like a Q&A video. So he added them, which is pretty cool. And it's pretty nice just to play with some people, but a large part is annoying me sometimes, like 6. I don't mind running with 6 sometimes, but it can get quite annoying when, like, it doesn't really happen in this match. We were playing one on Havana, and basically, like, we had him in a perfect spawn trap, but then we'd push it a second, and then it would just, like, flip right around. It's better when, like, not everyone's going pushing on the spawn. It becomes quite unfun. So, yeah, it feels pretty old school. Going on the Blops again, and going on the Blops sounds a bit periody, I'm not gonna lie. But I think in this video I'm going to talk about what I want from Black Ops 2 Sniping. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about Black Ops stuff, but I think this is a legitimate one, because I was sort of, when I was playing this today, I've played it a couple times recently, and sort of got really annoyed playing. And the main reason I got annoyed playing was because some of the shots I was missing, or I'd try and turn on someone and it would just fail. I'd be getting this on Modern Warfare 3. I know I would, and that's what's frustrating me. And I think it's only now sort of started to annoy me sniping on Black Ops in terms of the annoyance that I get now. When I used to play, I didn't get annoyed at all. I wasn't even that bothered. I enjoyed sniping because it was sort of, I wasn't the best at Modern Warfare 2 sniping. I could snipe, you know, bro could snipe, but Black Ops is really where I came to my own, where I really got good at sniping, and it just feels like I should be doing better, because on Modern Warfare 3 you can just like turn on people and just get them really quick, really fast, and that's what I miss, and that's why I get annoyed playing this game, really, getting sniping clips, because I should be getting the kills and I'm not. That's just basically the thing that annoys me. So I think the things I'd like to see in terms of Black Ops 2 sniping is, first of all, I don't want the sway anymore. The random sway at the start of the scoping, I just don't like. If they could somehow alter that so it just doesn't happen, I'd really appreciate it. It's so annoying just having it. That's basically how you miss half your shots. And I know that literally does prevent quick scoping. You can still quick scope, of course, but it does limit it a lot. And I can see why they do that. I'm pretty sure Treyarch has like a vendetta against snipers, so you know, bad times for us. But I'd like to see the sway gone, as I said earlier. I'd like to see the sway gone. If that could go, it'd be brilliant. I think the zoom-in time for it on this game is perfect. Like, they can just keep it at that. I have no problem with the zoom-in time. It's fine, really. So I don't want that changed. One thing I would like changed though is like when you turn on people, to be a bit faster, and the scoping to be a bit better. You know what I mean by, like, Modern Warfare 3, when you turn around, it's sort of like, whoa, you're basically like aiming your scope, you're aiming your sniper like round your head, you're just like, oh, look how badass I am. And I'd like that to return, because I genuinely like that. I quite like that in the game. So if they could put that in, that'd be pretty mint. And one little thing I always would like is, I'd like more bolt actions. I think Modern Warfare 3 did quite well on the bolt actions. You know, they had 3 semi-automatics, which is quite good. The barrier is always a treat to have. Hopefully they'll put that in. But yeah, I'd like to see those sorts of goods. That'd be pretty cool. If they could add them, I'd be a happy bunny. So that's what I'd like from Black Ops 2 sniping, really. I thought it would take longer, but it is not. These are the things I require, I'd like. But of course, I'm not a games developer, so I wouldn't know what's best, and you know, it's their game, they're going to change it. I assume they'll patch sniping like they used to, and hopefully they sort of edit it and make it a bit better, alter speeds and stuff. It's all those little tidbits. It's just nice of them to alter them and maybe make it a bit better. Because I remember Black Ops sniping right at the start. It was horrible. It was so difficult. It was literally impossible to snipe. And by the end of it, by this point, you know, you can snipe pretty effectively. Still not as well as if you had a proper gun. If you use an assault rifle, or you know, the normal guns that aren't sniper rifles, red guns. You know, the old red guns. It feels If it, you know, I could do a lot better with a red gun than I do with a sniper rifle, like any day, any time, any place, and they've nerfed it enough where it's not super effective, and you've got to, you know, you've really got to try hard and sort of be good with a sniper rifle to go as well as people can go with a sniper rifle. And I just think that's exactly the same for red guns. Why don't they nerf red guns then? You know, why don't you just do that? It's totally legitimate. So yeah, I just think it's stupid. So, but of course, my opinion isn't really that valid. You know, who cares? Who gives a poop? So yeah, I think that's about it really. If you've been wondering why I haven't uploaded in like a week, I've had exams, and I've still got another one to go. June 18th is my next exam, and I'm just not looking forward to that at all because I only know like 2 sections of it so far. Basically because I'm not at school at the moment. Sort of like I wasn't at school this whole year because I am doing it privately, and you forget stuff. I mean, you genuinely forget. I can't write anymore. I've forgotten how to write. It's got that bad. Not that I could write well before, but yeah, I mean, like, just I'm shit at everything. So I've got to relearn all that stuff. It is really interesting. It's psychology, which if you've never looked into psychology, I totally. It's so interesting, like how people conform to stuff, like how you can make people obey to what you want to do. It's just fascinating how they do it. And the stuff I'm looking at in the exam coming up is I look at depression and addiction, and they're 2 really interesting things. I've mainly looked at depression, which is really interesting, and there's some really ridiculous things like you have to have the symptoms of depression for 2 weeks, and it's only 5 in the criteria. And thoughts of suicide doesn't have to be one in the criteria to be not registered, but sort of diagnosed as depressed. Like, how bizarre is that? That you don't even have to have suicidal thoughts to be classed as depressed. If you've lost weight, weight loss is like a sign of depression. I think loss of appetite is one as well, which is sort of like weight loss as well. Pleasure in life, like a morbid sort of thing. If you become like an insomnia or hypersomnia, which hypersomnia is when you just like sleep all the time. So you can have all these, like, there's 5. I can't remember how many criteria there are. Obviously I need to do more revision for that, but I mean, how insane is that you don't even have to have thoughts of suicide to be classed as depressed? That's just stupid. And another really cool thing that I remember, some guy did a study. He told some students to go to their GPs and tell the GP that they could hear voices saying like thud, empty, and then one other, I can't remember the words. They'd be diagnosed as schizophrenia because they're perfect things of being schizophrenic. So the GPs diagnosed them. They were told as soon as they got into the mental home, they were sent to like I can't remember what they call them, mental homes. As soon as they got in there, they had to say they were normal and they had no disability or no mental illness, and they weren't schizophrenic. And it took them like from up to a week to 51 days to get let out and be diagnosed as sane. And that's sort of to prove that people, no, it's not personify, subjective. I think it's subjective. They see these symptoms. They've been told that they've got this illness, and whenever they see people doing something, they'll just go, "Oh, it's because they're schizophrenic." And that's a scary thing to think about. Because like if you just went up to someone and said, yeah, they're really depressed, and like and you just watch what they're doing, you'd be like, oh, they're doing that because they're depressed. Oh, they're doing that because they're depressed. And it would be like, how weird's that? It's just mental. Anyway, guys, I'm off. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you later.